Hi there everybody, my name's Chris Orme and welcome back to my series on Starters Order 6. Now, we've had a few episodes already, a couple of issues in some of them, so the last was more of a recap on what had gone on and how we got to that point. Hopefully, things will go a bit smoother from here on out. The only difference between my last video and this one will be that I think I've got a bit more money, about 700,000 that I bet. So that's going to come in handy, hopefully. Every sort of month or so, I'm trying to earn about $500,000 in betting, if I can, without risking too much, because I do have a tendency to bet a bit too much at times. So if I can get about $500,000 every month or 2 months, we'll be able to finish out the facilities at Rascalicious Farm, get the breeding program underway, and actually stockpile some cash where we can more or less just handpick 1 or 2 2-year-olds every year that might have something about them. Or if a good horse crops up in an auction for about $1 million to $2 million, maybe even as much as $3 million, depending how good the horse is, now we can take a risk then, buy that horse, and maybe get a little head start on the competition in terms of breeding and sort of getting our lineages sorted out. So, as I say, I've booked everybody in a race. You can see here, though, there's a couple of big races. Grade 3, Caradal's booked in a Grade 2, the Grade 3 for Bertoni, and Starboard Bow is in the Sword Dancer Invitational. That's on mile 4. We're moving up in distance once more, mainly because there aren't really races at a mile 3. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of why I've booked these races. Now, there's a 3rd mile maiden because there's no mile 1 races yet, and 48 days without racing. By the time we get there, it's going to be 58 days. I think 2 months is a long time without a race for one of my horses. I don't like to leave it that long. Usually it's 3 weeks to a month at most. So the fact that we've got a horse here approaching 2 months by the time it runs, I just felt we needed a race in there, and maybe another month, month and a half, we'll actually be able to start racing it at the right distance. So next up in the lineup is Montauk Highway. As you can see, the mile 2 Virginia Derby, Grade 2 race. That's the biggest race it's been in. With me anyway. It's been in the Kentucky Derby, and it's very difficult to get bigger than that. But it didn't do too well in that race. I really want to give this a shot now at Grade 2 level to see if we can get top 3 and just compete at this level. Because the bars up here are telling me this is not a horse that has very many weaknesses. The potential will grow at year 4, year 5. So, I don't know, I just think it's the type of horse we need to take a risk on. And I've taken a lot of risks in horses and what races I've selected. Really, this one, there wasn't anything at a mile 3. Now, this said, a mile 4, it was spot on. But I just felt that there was something wrong, so I wanted to try a mile 3. We haven't done a mile 3, and it's come second at a mile 2. So looking at that bar and looking at the previous races, I wanted a mile 3. There wasn't anything. So we're coming back down to a mile 2. The Virginia Derby is a decent little race. It's got a decent field. What are we, the 5th rated horse? We're all all the same weight. All 3-year-old. All colts. There's not too much difference. This is a competitive field. So if Montauk can do something amongst this bunch, I'm going to be happy. So I figured it's time for a risk in that sense. Everybody else has been picked pretty much the same. To help me do that, I'm just going to show you this quick little spreadsheet I knocked up. We've got the horse's rating, name, the distance they like to run at, the category of race that I think they should be looking at. Their sex, their age, ability, and potential. So it's just a quick little breakdown of the key stats for me to tell at a glance which is my best horse right now. Which ones have hit their potential for the year? Which ones still need races and wins to grow the best they can before the year's end? Just a quick show on progress, the ratings of the horse, just so I can keep track in my mind kind of what kind of stable I've got at the moment. And as you can see, it's a pretty decent one. I feel Soprano is low at 84. That should be a 100 rated horse. So strictly speaking, right now, I've probably got about 6 horses all around the 100 mark. Starboard Bow and Glingermill might be, they might be moving up a bit to about 120, I'd say. We could get there this season, but 120 I feel with those two. The other 4 around 100, so it's a really nice group of horses, all about the same age. We've got 2 at the mile 3, we've got a mile 1, 7 furlong, 6 furlong, 5 furlong. So we've got a dedicated sprinter or 2. Carodal, Count they're my sprinters. Sort of medium distance then, Glingermill and Count Soprano, they should be doing the business around a mile to a mile 1. And a mile 2 to a mile 4, those are my kind of distance horses. I've got 2 of those. So it's a nice mix. Sadly, they're all male, they're all colts. It's not ideal for breeding, but just this little thing is key. And I've got, as you see here, a second tab for my offline game. And I've actually got a ginger mill there. Not a glinger mill, but an actual ginger mill, which is why I was confusing the names earlier on in the series. My bred horse, Lucky Magician. I believe the others are all, I think Cassandra might be bred as well. The others might not be, but these are kind of the horses I've got going on. It's kind of bringing through some young horses ready to get high ratings to breed. I know they're all good horses. I'm fairly confident. Ginger Mill I'm not sure about. But Cassandra's up there with a 139. So I'm used to using this kind of data to pick races and get horses into the right kind of competition where they can develop. And that's what's key for me, is every race I want to develop my horse further. It doesn't need to win. I don't need to make a ton of money. I'd like the horse to be able to pay its own way, which means all the sort of upkeep and entry fee, etc., that the horse is costing me is paid in winnings. Apart from that, I want to see the rating going up every race if possible. Doesn't have to be a lot. And I mean, if it goes up 2 points over 4 races, I'm fairly happy. I'm not going to be too unhappy at that stage. So it's just about developing them. And I really do think a little spreadsheet like this can make the difference just in booking races. Like, if I was to book Montauk Highway now, it would be a mile 3 at grade 3. He still needs to run. I need to book him in a race I think he can win. And he's rated 99. So, I've got this information in my head. So when I go in here and look at a mile 3 and look at group races, I know there's only one race, but I would do that anyway. And there's nothing. Which is why Montauk Highway is running at a mile 2. Because at a mile 2 is the Virginia Derby. After that, a decent sort of top 3 performance in this rate. I'm looking at Montauk now looking, well, if it doesn't need time to rest, I can always throw it into the Chicago Million. But look at that, there's a Dubai horse there of real quality. That's dangerous. This is more like it. If we win this race, I think our rating jumps up to match the 114 plus. So we could be third or maybe higher. But these are the really nice horses like Ice Road Trucker. That's a big step up in quality for us. So I need to be careful in booking races. But if we did well, I look towards now the Pacific classic stakes. That's basically all it is. A little reminder on how we do things. So let's save the game before we go any further, just in case. Because I have had the game crash me once. I think it was mod related, or maybe it was interfering with the recording software. That would explain why I actually had an issue there with footage. But yeah, Montauk Highway, I think he's only ran once. Yes, run once with us, twice beforehand, so 100% with us. Let's just cross our fingers. So, let's see, Secret Millionaire. I don't like Secret Millionaire, I like Green Warrior. But it's carrying top weight. No, I don't want to bet on that race. Good Luck Charm. I'm just looking for a decent price to begin with. Good Luck Charm and Risky Girl. Risky Girl is decent. But Good Luck Charm is a very nice horse, I think. Or maybe that's in my other game. So, Risky Girl to show as well. Let's just put a little bit of money on and see kind of where that goes. Good Luck Girl. Good Luck Charm fell off. Risky Girl did okay, but I'm glad I didn't bet big on that. I'm actually up by $900. I wasn't expecting that. But right, here we are. So, the big horse in today's race is Some Laugh. Now, since there's no difference in weight whatsoever, we're having to make up 8 rating points. And that's going to be difficult. So I'm not expecting a big win here. Looking ahead of us as well, you've got Miss Jean Brody and My Risk, and Jet Nova, Dreamwalker right behind us. So, you know, top 5 we should be. That's where we are in the betting. I think Some Laugh is going to be pretty good. We moved out of the top 5 back in. That means I don't think we're going to win at all. Okay, Miss Jean Brody getting a little bit of love. And where are we? Coping well, fit and ready to race. Okay. Parading well. So King's Chorister I like. Xenophon I like, and Some Laugh I like. But yeah, there's not really much point in putting bets on those. They're way down or very short odds. So let's just go straight into this one then and see if Montauk Highway can get us the win. Really hope he can. So those graphical changes I made don't seem to have... I did try and fix a couple of graphical issues we're having. I think it's caused by some of the mods, but I've reinstalled everything. I just think there's a compatibility issue somewhere. I will look again, but hey, it doesn't look that bad to me. So we're here on the outside. Can we get a good start? Don't fall back. Drive, drive, Montauk, drive. Okay, so 9 furlongs. Let's move on. And let's see. Some Laugh is slowly moving up, holding a similar position to us. So if they are a closer, they're probably going to break our hearts. But yeah, it looks like a looks like they are a little bit of a closer. What's that? Dreamwalker coming in a picture. Into the final 3. Into the final 2 furlongs. And we moved inside. It looks like we might have Some Laugh, but I don't think we're not gonna catch the winner. We're probably gonna get second place here though. That seems likely. It is indeed likely. So that is not bad. I'm fairly happy with that. Okay. Okay, so Dreamwalker takes it. 4 lengths away from Montauk, who's running probably a furlong below where he should have. So 99 rating up to 106. So the first thing I would do here is move Montauk up to 106. Next, I would colour him in green. And then I would move him up. But I'll wait until the end of the episode. I'll do that offline. But that's basically how I update Montauk. And where was he? He was about 64. So where are we now? That looks dead on the line to me. So that second place in that race is an extra point. It's an extra 7 rating points. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. So Ridner's closer, possibly suited. Improves another furlong, yes. Hey, we did what we needed to do in that race. I didn't think we could win. But, you know, I think grade 2, maybe even grade 1 at a mile 3, we've got a chance. We've got a chance with Montauk, so that's good. I am looking to bet, so Commonary and Elias Commonary might do. Commonary might do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh, second. Commonary came in second. 1.5 lengths back. That's a shame. That's kind of how I bet. I pick a horse I like the odds of, and I just throw out a certain amount of money. Not too much. Like here, Calypso Lady's only 3-1. Teeming Rain. Calypso Lady looks really good. Why is Bunker again favourite? I don't know. You know what? I've got money to waste, and if this comes through, then we're okay. So, Calypso Lady, of course. And that's another 300,000. It was the best horse in the field, at a lower weight than half the field, and it was not even in the top 3 favourites, I believe, there. So, that's basically how you want to pick a bet. And how much did I stake on that? I mean, yeah, it was a decent amount, a couple of 100,000, but I've made a fair bit on that as well. So yeah, I'm fairly happy. I'm fairly happy. That puts us closer to the totals we need. We're now up to 2.5 million. That's fine for me. And Calypso Lady's actually there. We can see a little bit more about her, but no. I believe those are the 2 races I bet on. Bandana beat my horse, and Calypso Lady came through for me. So we're not going to touch either of those. There's no point. So Montauk, that's okay. Second place. Now, Glingamil is on one heck of a run. That is 6 wins in a row. He's in the grade 2, which is a step up. It's 7 furlongs, which was ideal. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. This could be difficult. Pavatium is running today. Okay, that's something to keep an eye on as well. Not in the same race as me. Yes. That makes things a little bit more difficult, but okay. It's one of the horses I've picked out to do well. And I want to keep an eye on for the future. So let's just see what we've got going on here. We're the favourites. Batavium is the second favourite. So you can see here, we're one of the lowest weights. We're also the highest rated horse. That's probably why we're favourite. Plus, you know, we've got a good record coming into this. Dalke hasn't been a threat at all this season. Oh no, Patavium is actually the highest rated. That's off a win at 6. It's never won at 7. Okay. But it is moving up to a mile. So it can probably handle 7. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. What's the paddock say? Parading well, lean and ready to go. I like that. I like that. And Patavium's coping well. Even Stevens. Yep. No, I like our sort of our odds in this one. Let's see what we're on. 2.5. So let's put about 15 grand, 150 grand on our horse then. Ooh. The odds lengthen again. Okay. Can I keep getting some good odds? I'm going to put about 500,000 on our horse. So let's go down to 2 million. Now that could undo all the good work I've done in betting in the last few, but I believe in Glingamil. I do believe in Glingamil. So, fingers crossed. Patavium is the horse to watch. And that'll be in the Browns. Okay. Okay. Can we go 7 in a row after that horrendous opening race? Can we go 7 in a row? The 7 furlong, the Tom Fool. It's a C1 grade 2 for 3-year-olds and up on a dirt track. Patavium and Glingamil are there. Patavium got a great start. And Glinga's going to settle towards the back. Okay. Well, that's 6 furlong. Let's speed up to about 3 and see where we are then. Hopefully we're a bit closer to the front, or at least on screen. Oh boy. I got 500,000 riding on this. Come on, Glingamil. Come on, son. You can do this. You can do this. Patavium is just off screen, just ahead of Glingamil. This is going to be a late run to the front. And here we come. And we've got Patavium right now. We have got Patavium right now. We've got horses coming up on our outside. But we have got Patavium right now. We've got the field. We've got this. This is done. And Glingamil makes it 7 in a row. That is outstanding. Outstanding. I hate closers. They're not good for your heart, people. But that's well run, and we just put 500,000 on Glingamil. I think roughly 2 to 1. I think it ended up as we should have 3.5 million in the bank after all this. Or even more. Okay, we put a lot more than 500,000, didn't we? Yeah, we put a lot more than 500,000. Of course we did. I kept putting it on. Oh well. Luckily it came off for us. And so that's where we're going to leave this one. Glingamil, another win once again. Thanks very much for watching. Click that like button, hit subscribe, share it with your friends, tweet out, whatever you do, much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you back here next time for more Data's Order 6, and we're probably going to start with upgrading some stuff and then, you know, maybe do a couple more races, finish off this batch of races. Until then, I've been Chris Orme. Take care.